Hang on 1 second, Don.
Okay.
Okay, I had to make the room a little more quiet. So,
Perfect. All righty. I'm going to mute, and you can just go ahead. Okay. I just 3, 2, 1.
hi there. Thanks for joining us for this CATOG meeting in February. Probably cold in Chicago, but I don't think either Don nor I are in Chicago this month, so we're enjoying a little bit of warm weather on different coasts. So, what we wanted to talk about today was the normal state of things. Being in February, we want to talk a little bit about some new nuke stuff that's out there and what's happening on social media, do a little bit of corporate updates, release updates, module updates, and CATOG website updates. So we're going to talk about all those things today. Basically, what I want to cover from a social media update is that the CATOG group is still at 199 members on the website. Registration is still turned off. I'm hopeful in the next month or so that we'll get registration turned back on and we can have new people joining us on the website. But that hasn't happened yet, but we'll get there. LinkedIn and Facebook continue to have the same number of members. 62 on LinkedIn, 37 on Facebook. Twitter's up a little bit. We had 5 new people follow us, and we followed 1 new person. And Google Plus, we added a couple new members this month. So good job there. We're trying to do a better job with social media over, trying to get more things posted out there. Hopefully you're seeing that. You're seeing us being a little more interactive with posts and things like that. So if you see us, please share our stuff, retweet our stuff, +1 our posts, like it, all the various different things and all the various different profiles. Please help us spread the word. Tell your friends, neighbors, family, whomever about the CATOG group. If they're interested in .NET Nuke and building websites, we'd be happy to have them come join us for a meeting. And hopefully we can help them learn a little bit about .NET Nuke and learn a little bit about the community, some development efforts, a variety of different things. We're always looking for new topics to talk about. So if you have something that you want to discuss, post it on social media. We'll pick it up and we'll talk about it. So thanks everyone for who's helping us on social media. We really appreciate it. As far as DNN corporate, there's just the corporate blog was pretty active this month, which was good. Over the last 30 days, we had several posts. Just got a quick sampling here of the things that were posted. Some interesting presentations about unforgettable customer service. Evoke 8, a lot of talk about Evoke 8 coming up. DNN partners share their thoughts. That was posted by Megan back at the end of January. Will Morganwick did several posts, some exciting new features in Evoke 8, and he also talked about top trends for the web in 2015, so that was good. Dennis talked about that, and Will Morganwick talked a little bit about building digital experiences with Evoke 8. So there was some good information all posted towards the end of the month, which is great to see. Last month we were a little concerned there was only 1 or 2 updates on the blog, but they seem to be back posting regular updates on the blog, which is great to see. We love to see the corporate folks sharing information and letting us know that all is well in corporate world. So appreciate that. There is an upcoming webinar on February 19th. Will Morganwick will be doing this. It's basically talking about DNN resident Rachel Ray, which is Will. He's going to talk about another one of his 30-minute websites and how to build something in 30 minutes. So if you liked that format last time, please come in and check that out. Hopefully he'll have less technical difficulties than he had the first time, but it was certainly good information last time, and hopefully that there'll be some good information done this time. So anyway, come check out Will Morganwick as he builds another 30-minute website. As far as release updates, we did get 7.4 released into production on February 4th. 17 major new features, no security, no modules, no providers. But it was a big release to get out there, and they got it over the finish line. It did go through a beta phase, it did go through a candidate release phase, and finally hit production release on the 4th. Excuse me. Some of the major highlights, workflow and versioning API, so we're hopeful to see some of this workflow and versioning happening in some modules. some of the module developers taking advantage of some of those workflow APIs that are there. Hopefully we'll start seeing some new support for that and some new future versions. Multi-language support in site settings, which is great. If you're running a multilingual site and you've been fighting with the site settings and that kind of thing. A bunch of different things in terms of things that were fixed, some content localizations, password reset errors, support for Persian, localization support for additional code formats, some issues around scheduling where things were failing, module settings could not be accessed after updates, and files and folder providers were not deleted properly. So lots of good updates in 7.4. We're going to be looking for some real changes to a production release, hopefully around 7.4.2, 7.4.3. That's when things really start to solidify. As you know, 7.3.4 was the current release of 7.3, and that was a pretty good, stable release that was out there. So we're looking to see this version get some dot releases under its belt, .1, .2, .3, and start to solidify and be a very solid release. So very exciting about 7.4 being released. And we'll start to see some more noise about 7.5 and Evoke 8 as the year progresses. So very excited about those things coming up. As I mentioned, no security fixes, modules, or providers. A ton of people were involved in this particular release from the community, and I just want to take a moment to recognize and thank each and every one of them for their help and support of DNN from a community perspective. Peter's out there, Philip's out there, Jan, Brian, Sebastian, Oliver Hine, and the list goes on and on. Even some favorites that we've had here, Mitch Sellers, been doing some contributions as well. We certainly appreciate each and every one of these individuals' time and effort and commitment to making DNN a better and more stable product. So thank you to each and every one of these folks, and continue the great work, and we look forward to continued successes down the road. Thank you again. In terms of module updates, we had one. The DNN, the .NET Nuke Events module was updated on February 11th. This is a 0.1 release, so there was just really a bug fix. There was an error had occurred. The calendar was currently unavailable when clicking on My Enrollments, and that has been fixed. Please remember that this the events 6.2.1 and even 6.2.0 prior to that requires DNN 7.2 and up. So as long as you're running version 7.2.0 and later, you can run the latest version of the events calendar. So good to see some fixes happening in those modules. Just a quick update. We again want to thank our sponsors, Manage.com. They support the Chicago DNN website by providing hosting services for the website. Great people to work with, great technical support, great sales staff, just all around good organization. Tony runs a great organization over there. He and his staff are top notch. And Sprocket website uses and recommends Manage.com to its customers and we run hundreds of websites on Manage.com servers and have recommended it numerous times to numerous clients. So thank you, Tony, to you and your team for providing great support and services and a wonderful product. And again, thank you for your continued support of the Catalog Group. We really appreciate that. We have some additional sponsors that we talked about last month in Logistics, 1105 Media that puts on Visual Studio Live, Live 360, and Tech Mentor. And I said that we would be running a contest. Hopefully you've been following our contest out on Twitter. We're giving away a free Inflogistics license. It's their ultimate product, which includes all their code and everything. It's a $1,955 value. We're running that contest on Twitter. Check out the link here. It's bit.ly/1x, lowercase x, all capitals from here, ZHNQG. So go over to bit.ly, type in that code, and get in the Twitter contest. Or what's even easier, go over to Twitter, Chicago DNN, find this tweet, and click the link in there. We're using hashtags to support this. We've got some people who are entered into the contest. Winner will be selected via a random draw. So this is an awesome product. If you're doing development and you're interested in the Inflogistics library, this is something for you. Get in our contest, follow us on Twitter, and click the link and join up. We would love to see somebody deserving win this. So feel free. Chicago area .NET Nuke website is out there for you. If you're interested, if anybody who's listening to this is interested in contributing to the website, you want to be a guest blogger, you want to do some postings, you want to help us update content, boy, we would really love your help. Give myself or Don an email and let us know that you're interested. We'll be happy to get you set up with an account and have you be able to post and update content. We try to stay very current with the latest versions of DNN. We try to stay very current with the latest versions of the Easy DNN news modules. So if you're interested in learning more about those modules and want to try them out somewhere, please come on over, help us out with some content. We'll be happy to show you some a pretty cool version, a pretty cool website with some pretty cool tools on it, and we'd love to have your help and support with that. So you can reach me at jim@sprocketwebsites.com. You can reach Don at sprocketwebsites.com. We'd be happy to have you come and help us with some content on the website, or if you just want to help out, please come over and let us know. We'd be happy to have your help. So that's pretty much what I have, Don. I'm going to turn this back over.